vas? Where do you go in English? So this is the title of the lesson that we are going to learn today. Où, which means where. Tu vas, you go. So as you can see from the title, we are going to learn a new verb, the verb to go. So the verb to go in French in the basic form is aller. So aller means to go. As we said before, the verbs that ends with er are regular verbs, but the verb aller makes an exception because this verb is not a regular verb, it's an irregular verb. So which means that when we translate this verb through the personal pronouns that we already know, so when we conjugate the verb aller, the root of the verb is not the same. So the root is different in each person. So let's see here. Je vais, tu vas, il, elle, on va, nous allons, vous allez, ils, elles vont. So here is the conjugation of the verb in English. And as you can see from the conjugation here, the root of the verb is different. So here we have va, here we have al, and here we have vont, which it's different. It's not the same for all the persons that we have here. So we have three different roots of the verb. So for this reason, the verb is not regular. We do not use the same endings that we have used before with other verbs, with the verb parler, chanter, adorer, aimer, habiter. So all the verbs that we have learned before were regular. So this verb is irregular. So in this case, since we don't use the same endings, it means that we have to learn it by heart because in each person is different. So the verb aller. Okay, let's take some examples. And also here we have some prepositions that we are going to learn today. Je vais à la plage. Tu vas à Paris. Il va à l'école. Nous allons au cinéma. Vous allez au parc. Elles vont à la pharmacie. You have also the translation is in English, as you can see. And the verb aller is underlined. Vais, va, va. Allons, aller, vont. So the verb to go is underlined. But as you can see here, it's in the same order with personal pronouns. Another thing here that we are going to learn are the prepositions alla, a, alle, and o. Here I have tried to explain in a simple way. So before a name of a place which is in feminine, we use alla. Like in the example, je vais à la plage. We say alla because plage is in feminine. So je vais à la plage. So before using plage, we use alla like preposition. Then we have o. We use o before a place which is in masculine. So here we have the example. Nous allons au cinéma. Cinéma, we know that it's in masculine, le cinéma. So for this reason, we use the preposition au. Nous allons au cinéma. Au, we do not say à la cinéma because cinéma it's masculine. So we use au cinéma. Another preposition is à le. We use à le before a place which is starting with a vowel. So in this case, it doesn't mean if it's in masculine or feminine, but as long as a name of a place starts with a vowel, we use al. For example, il va à l'école. École, the word école starts with a vowel, e. So for this reason, we use à l'école. we do not use others, but we use al, apostrophe. And the last one, we use this preposition before a city. Always when we mention in a sentence the name of a city, we should know that before it, we always, without any exception, we always use a. For example, tu vas à Paris. You go to Paris. À Paris. Tu vas à Madrid. Tu vas à Pristina. So always before a city, we use a. Okay, now we are going to learn some words in French. We have la montagne with red. Is l'article défini la with red because it's in feminine. La montagne. La mer. It's also in feminine. La mer. We have la campagne in feminine. La campagne. La piscine. Le cinéma. Masculine, this one. Le cinéma. Le club de tennis. Le club de tennis. Masculine as well. Now let's try just to remember. This was la montagne. So if we want to say I go to the mountain, we say je vais à la montagne because montagne was in feminine. So we use the preposition à la. Je vais à la montagne. La mer. Je vais à la mer because la mer was in feminine. Je vais à la mer. La campagne. Je vais à la campagne. La piscine. It's in feminine as well. So we use je vais à la piscine. Le cinéma in masculine. So we say je vais au cinéma. Le club de tennis in masculine. So we say je vais au club de tennis. So let's do also some examples from the book. We have the access in our books during this time, as you know, as I told you before as well. So now we are going to do an exercise from the book. So here on the book, we have the new words that we have already learned, the verb aller, the verb to go, the prepositions. So now let's do exercise number 1. In this exercise, you are going to use the right form of the verb aller on the right place. So let's start with the first one. Je, à la mer, je fais un stage de voile. So in this case, je, which means we have to say I go. To us, if you remember, je vais à la mer. Je fais un stage de voile. Léonard, it's a name, which means he. So you have to say he goes to Paris. So Léonard va à Paris. Élodie et sa famille, which means they, because it's Élodie and her family. Which means, should we use aller or vont? In this case, it's vont. Élodie et sa famille vont à la montagne. And the last one, aller. Because Théo avec tes parents, vous allez, you go à la campagne faire d'équitation. So let's check if they are right. Yes, they are correct. So this is the new verb that we have learned today. Thank you for watching.